for the best sports in Lorain. That's TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Good afternoon and welcome to Longfellow Park for 8th grade football. It's the Southview Titans in white and the Longfellow Titans in blue here, 8th grade football style, getting ready to put the ball in play at their own 35 will be Longfellow. There is no kicking in 8th grade football, middle school football for that matter. While we have the opportunity, we'll get some of the defenders for Longfellow, or for Whittier. I'll do that all day. Harry Stevenson, 67, is up front, along with, I see 27, David Taylor. I see number 3, Santino Humphreys. Number 4, Reggie Wade. 64, Christian Ruiz. Number 20, Rafael Hagler. Looks like 88, Lorenzo Lorona. 44 is Christian Hicks. Can't get the other safety or the nose man. Nose man looks like it might be 91, Jeremiah Cook. That's Big Al Ivy out there at the 35, ready to put things in play. I don't think you can have a middle school sporting event in Lorain without Al Ivy there, can you? By rule. Looking to get the chains set. You'll hear a little bit of breeze from time to time. It's a beautiful fall afternoon. And this is middle school football the way I remember it. I played on this field 50 years ago. Longfellow now out of the huddle. Up to the line is the quarterback, number 8, Mason Davis. Behind him, 33, Keon Reed, 21, Tion Lenore. Straight ahead, the run is Davis. Davis gets about 4 out to the 39. Please bear with us as we are at ground level trying to get numbers, and we'll do best we can. On the line for Longfellow, I see 52 is Levon Chapman. Over the ball, it looks like 37, Jacob Addis. 55, Xavier Malone is on the line. Davis under center again. Turn. That's 21, Lenore. Lenore not finding much of a hole, is going to have about a yard to the 40, but it'll be 3rd down and 5 yards to go for the Titans of Longfellow. Zayden Martinez, 47. 52, Levon Chapman, we mentioned. Trying to look around the huddle. Let's go. Coming out to the near side, Marcus Lacey, 89. 3rd and 5. Also out there, Michael DeMassimo looks to be at the far side guard or tackle. Davis calls the play, gives to the up man. Going to have a 1st down out across the 45 to the 47. Nice run there. Good hole opened on the right side. That looked to be Armando Rivera. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Longfellow. First quarter of the ball game. Let's go. First possession. Go, boys, fire off. Davis looks over the defense, calls the signals, turns, gives, puts it on the ground. Mix up in the exchange between Lenore and Davis falls on it, but it's a big loss of about 6. Back to the 40, maybe even call it 7. So it's going to be second and long. If the plays look familiar, it should, because they're the same kind of plays that the high school runs. That's Coach McFarland's power package right there. Under center with the two backs in the eye.
Let's go.
Southview up tight on defense. Davis looks to roll up, but has no chance. Tossed rather rudely to the ground by 88, Lorenzo Arona. And the ball moves back farther to the 34. It's going to be 3rd and 23 for Longfellow. They converted a 3rd down a moment ago, but it was 3rd and about 5, not half a mile as it is now. Now it looks like Davis is in at fullback, and number 9, Armando Rivera, is in at quarterback. Turn. Fumble, ball on the ground, still recovered by Southview. Number 3, Santino Humphreys, gets the first turnover of the game at about the 33-yard line, it looked like. And Southview will take over right there. 1st and 10. Longfellow comes up to the line. There's a number you don't see every day at quarterback, number 88, Lorenzo Arona. Turn, toss to 27, David Taylor. Taylor breaks a tackle, 5, 10, 1st down and more. David Taylor is going to go to the house. So the first play of the game for Southview results in a 33-yard run by 27, David Taylor. And Southview will go for 2, of course. Taylor in the I formation is the up back. Behind him, Reggie Wade, number 4. Wade gets it this time, bounces off a man into the arms of a couple more. He's going to be stopped short. Nice tackle there by number 8, Davis. And Southview up on top, 6-0. And one of the things we don't have, very much like Garfield Heights, we don't have a scoreboard. So I can't tell you how much time it is, but I can tell you we're still in the first quarter, and we've probably played about half of it. I would guess 3 minutes. As we have 3:30, I just heard from the official, so not a bad guess. Now again, we don't kick off. We come back to the 35, where Southview lines up defensively, waiting for Longfellow to come out of the huddle. Quarterback this possession, number 9, Armando Rivera. Davis is the fullback, and behind him now is number 11, Daryl Jackson. Calls up the play. Up man has it, that's Davis. He gets 5. So just about what happened the first possession. There's a 5-yard gain on 1st down, not much on 2nd. And it wasn't until after that first down that Longfellow got in trouble, and there you can hear the wind picking up a little bit. You can't see it in the trees. It's not blowing hard, but it doesn't take much for the microphone to pick it up. Rivera has him to the line under center. 2nd and 5. Whoops. Marcus Lacey, the wide receiver on the near side, got caught dancing before the band started. It's going to cost them the 5 yards they gained on first down. He tried to hold it. All of the things that you've got to work on and kind of try to learn at this level, from learning how to hit and be hit, to getting in and out of a stance, to going on the snap count. And those are the kind of things that save time at the next level. So, 2nd and 10, 5-yard gain on first down, followed by a penalty. Armando Rivera, the quarterback. That's going to be another 5. Let's see who moved first. I'm going to get the 5 right back. The interior of the line for Southview came across. Out wide on the far side to Mer Tinsley for Longfellow. Near side, as we said, is Lacey. Armando Rivera over center. Sets the team in their stance. Takes the ball, gives it to the up man. Hit behind the line, losing a couple. That's number 8, Mason Davis. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 7. 6-0 early on. Southview scoring on the only play they've run from scrimmage from 33 yards out following a fumble recovery. Santino Humphreys, number 3, fell on the ball. David Taylor took a toss left, and by the time he got done, he was in the end zone. The extra points did not go. Now Julian Henry comes out here in the slot. Turn, give Lenore. That's going to go nowhere. Maybe a yard is what it looks like. It's going to be 4th and 6 from the 39-yard line of Longfellow. Coach Mike Raisler out to talk to his quarterback. It's a nice setting for a middle school football game. The folding chairs lined up under the trees on the far side. Nice wide open park. There's a whistle. There's a time. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we've played one at Longfellow. Southview on top, 6-0. Back with more after this.
America's Navy, a global force for good.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Back here at Longfellow Park, Longfellow returns to the field. The Longfellow 8th grade trails Southview 6-0 as we get set to start the second quarter. During the break, Bob Schlenbaker said to me, "Is this the first time you've ever worked from the tailgate of a pickup truck?" And we're very adaptable here at Channel 20. The number one goal and object is to get these kids some airtime and some recognition, and we're here doing that. And right now it's 4th and 6 for Longfellow, trailing 6-0. Up to the line, Jacob Addis is the center, number 37. Behind him is Armando Rivera. Receiver on the near side is DeMar Tinsley. Nope, there's movement early. I was going to say, it looked like the wingback was going to go in motion, but he just went forward, so that's going to cost him another 5. And it's going to bring up 4th and 11. Changes now. This will be the first middle school punt I've seen this year, Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently what it looks like. Back in punt formation, Marcus Lacey, 80. Well, he's the up back. Brandon Smith, 41. Reggie Wade is one of the deep men, along with number 20, Raphael Hagler. The hardest part of this play is the snap. There it is. It's a good one. 1 foot punt away. You hear the calls of poison, which means get away from it, Southview.
Come on, guys. Good job.
The ball is down at the 48-yard line right in front of us, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Southview. They had a good rush on there. Some of the Longfellow defenders up front. Zayden Martinez, 52, Levon Chapman. Southview with the ball. Lorenzo Arona still the quarterback. Oh, there's a pass. Complete to number 4, Reggie Wade. Wade gets a big run after the catch down inside the 35. The quarterback that time was Robert Gonzalez, 21, and he just took a half a step back and hit the slant. Wade did the rest. They spot it right at the 35, where it's 1st and 10 for Southview. Harry Stevenson, 67. 43, Sean Scarvelli. Again, this is Gonzalez. He's going to, looks like he wants to keep it around right end. He does, bounces it outside, breaks a tackle. Looks like he's got about 10 when we're all said and done. He's going to move the sticks for sure. To the 20. Oh, make it to 25. 1st and 10 for Southview, already leading 6-0. Receiver to the near side, Isaiah Rodriguez. Far side of the offensive line, I see 75 over there, and I don't see 75 on here. So we'll have to get that fixed. Toss sweep. That's David Taylor. This is the play they scored on, and he's going to score again. David Taylor, real easy around the left end. Just beat everybody to the pylon in his second score of the game. This one from 25.
Let's go.
So 12-0 Southview. coming up to the line for the two-point conversion. Gonzalez. Taylor is the tailback. Al Ivy is blocking out the fullback. Turn, same play to the other side, only this is number 4, Reggie Wade, who goes in for the 2. And after 2 possessions, the Titans from South Lorain, Southview, lead the Titans from the east side, Longfellow, 14-0. Again, there's no kickoff. We walk the ball back to the 35, and that's where Longfellow will put it in play. You know, the nice thing now, as Lorain has settled into the 1 high school and has the 3 middle schools back, is you have a lot more kids playing every week in games. Maybe there's not as, any bigger number on the rosters, but right now there's 3 middle schools that have 8th grade quarterbacks and 8th grade running backs and 8th grade offensive linemen. So there's that much more experience when they come together next year as 9th grade Titans. Give straight ahead, not much there. That's Davis. Maybe he gets a yard.
Harry Stevenson out.
48 Antonio Walton in to the Southview lineup. Southview, good size up front. And that's why part of the reason that Longfellow's having the trouble they're having. Rivera. Now we've got 2 receivers to the near side. Tinsley is one. Turn, give straight ahead. That looks like it's Lenore, and he's going to have maybe a yard to the 37. It sounds like we're not in Kansas anymore, but that's just a little breeze out here. And what it can do in a mic. Longfellow up to the ball. We are a little more than halfway through the second quarter. Southview on top, 14-0. Daniel Devine, 84, switches sides, comes over to this side now as the tackle. Rivera has them. I formation for Longfellow. Turn, toss. They try to go outside. The ball's on the ground. Nice recovery there by Davis. And then there comes a flag late. This may be a personal foul, as once the ball was down, somebody came on top of that pile. I think that's the preliminary indication I saw from the wide man. One of those safety things. They're going to mark off 15 yards against Southview.
Watch your helmet. Watch your helmet.
And it's going to be a first down for Longfellow. Now, Longfellow made the initial first down of the game before turning the ball over, and since then it's been all downhill. So it's 1st and 10 at about the 46 of Longfellow. Good turn. Davis lowered his head, but what a great form tackle that was by number 88 Lorenzo Arona, the quarterback. He got his pads lower, and it was shoulder to the midsection, wrap and lift. That's how they've taught that since the helmets were leather. So 2nd and about 8. can see right in front of us, the side judge. Up to the line comes Longfellow. They trail 14-0. Armando Rivera has them over the ball. Turn. Backwards pass is a lateral to the ground. Goes Tion Lenore to recover it. And as a result, it's going to be a loss of about 5. And bring up 3rd down and 14. Late stages of the 2nd quarter now. Titans come up to the line, the Longfellow Titans, that is, in blue. Trailing 14-0. They are at their own 43-yard line. Their 3rd possession of the afternoon. They get into formation. 2 receivers to the far side. I formation in the backfield. Snap back. Give straight ahead to Davis. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, which is about the 46, and bring up 4th and 10. First possession, the Titans from Longfellow set it on the ground, and it was recovered by Santino Humphreys of Whittier. And 1 play later, David Taylor was in the end zone. Last possession ended in a punt. And now at this point, trying to see what we're looking at. Okay, safeties are deep for Whittier, but Longfellow is in the I formation, so they call him up to play defense. Turn, halfback pass. He's got a man out there. Oh, that was Mason Davis, and he had Marcus Lacey all alone. He was as open as a Denny's, and he just overthrew him, and that'll turn the ball over on downs to Southview, who already lead 14-0. Officials spot the ball. Longfellow out on defense. Aiden Toney now up front, along with Addis and Chapman. Lacey 89, Devine 84 look to be the outside linebackers. 46, Di Massimo is one of the interior backers, along with 9, Rivera. Shotgun formation, there's a throw. Screen to Taylor. Taylor is caught after a couple-yard gain inside the 45 to about the 43, where it'll be 2nd and 7. 1 minute to play in the half is what it looks like I'm seeing from the professor, Al Ivey. Harry Stevenson into the lineup on the line for Whittier. Gonzalez, the quarterback, goes up under center. Power I formation now. 3 in the backfield. Turn, give to the up man. Nice cut there. And off to the races is Hagler. Hagler down the sidelines. Hagler into the end zone. Unless he stepped out, it's going to be a touchdown. It's going to be a 43-yard run for Raphael Hagler. Mr. Hagler, I believe that's his first touch of the day, and he made a cut to the outside and was off to the races down the sideline, I think before anybody knew he had the ball, to make the score 20 for Southview. Longfellow nothing. Set up for 2. up to the line. Let's see. Gonzalez has him set. Again, the same power formation. Turn. Collision in the backfield, and that's just not going to go anywhere. That was Antonio Rivera, but the run's not going to get there. But we are 20 for Southview. Longfellow nothing, and it was after 3 possessions. Southview has 3 touchdowns. So they bring the ball back to the 35 for Longfellow to put it in play. There cannot be much time at all in this half. In fact, this may be, barring an incompletion or a penalty, the last play of the first half. Ball marked, ready for play. Now up on the nose is Demetrius Bennett, 63. 87, Fernando Molina, 67, Harry Stevenson join him in the front. 88, Lorona, and 4, Wade are the middle backers.
Come on, Meaty.
Longfellow in the gun with Rivera at quarterback. He's got 2 receivers to the near side. Calls for it. Rolls this way. Wants to throw. Throws it to mom. Right idea, but he just hit a family enjoying their dinner on a blanket. And that's going to be intentional grounding, which is a loss of down at the spot of the throw. So they are going to take that back to the 22-yard line. Where it's going to be second and about a half a mile once they spot it. Oh, they're going to mark the 5 left back to the 17. It's 5 from the spot. So they are back on the, let's call it the 17-yard line. They need the 45 for a first down. Let's see if that changes the plan here for Coach Raisler. Rivera going to go under center now with the I formation behind him. Keon Reed and Tion Lenore are behind him.
Let's go, boys. Fire up.
Turn, give to the up man, Reed. He's going to get a couple out to about the 21. Lorona on the play, but that's going to be the whistle that signals we've played the first half. And your score, the Titans of Southview 8th grade 20, Longfellow nothing. Back with second half action after this timeout.
Listen to me. I have 30 seconds.
What did you know about me?
About being a kid with a disability.
I am a joker.
I am a songwriter.
And I'm here to learn.
I am a girl who likes math and science.
I am Courtney, Madam Victoria.
Hey, I'm speaking up.
And I am not.
And I'm not.
And I am not going to be bullied. Got it?
Jay Ferguson, Bob Schlenbaker back here at Longfellow Park. It's 8th grade football action, and the Titans from Southview in white lead the Titans from Longfellow in blue 20-0 as Southview gets ready to put the ball in play. Robert Gonzalez, 21, is in the shotgun. Behind him, Santino Humphreys is number 3. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 receivers to the far side. Going to throw the swing pass too short for Humphreys, incomplete. Or was it, I guess they're going to mark it as a lateral. So move the ball back 5 on the lateral. And good thing for Southview that Humphreys was alert enough to pick that up. 2nd and 15. Now Taylor comes into the backfield. I believe he's got 2 carries and 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez still the quarterback, 2 to each side again. Wants to throw, now throws it over to Taylor. Taylor gets to the outside. Taylor breaks a tackle. Taylor's going to have a first down. Taylor goes out of bounds right around the 50-yard line. Let's call it the 48, which is going to be a pickup of 18. It'll move the chains. So out of bounds for Taylor. Still haven't gotten him on the ground as they move the sticks. Antonio Burgett comes out for Southview. Gonzalez calls the play in the muddle huddle. Ball placed on the far hash, so they come over. Gonzalez has Arona at the fullback, Wade, and then Taylor in the backfield behind him. Straight back, Arona wants to run a quarterback draw. That's, Gonzalez. Gonzalez has got a first down. Gonzalez down to about the 35 where he's brought down. It's a good job of keeping his balance as he stumbled off one of the other back's foot. And then went forward, staggering into the hole and bounced it to the outside. 1st and 10 at the 36 of Longfellow. Two receivers to each side. Gonzalez has Taylor with him in the backfield. High snap, but he brings it down, rolls to the near side, throws a pass off the hands, and incomplete, intended for Isaiah Rodriguez. That was a pretty well thrown ball for being on the move. And they spot it back at the 36. 2nd and 10. 3rd quarter. Longfellow scored the very first play they had the ball from 33 yards out. It was David Taylor. In the 2nd quarter, they went a few plays before Taylor again took it in, and then Hagler right before the end of the half. Whistle, flag, illegal substitution. Looks like Southview might have had 12 coming out of the huddle. They've got too many on the backfield is what it is. They've got 12 on the field. Now David Taylor comes out. They'll move the ball back to the 41. It'll be 2nd and 15. Motion. Whoop. Whistle. There's a motion penalty on the interior of the line. Back to the 46, so it's going to be 2nd and 20. Now, the way they've been ripping off big chunks, it might not matter. It's just a matter of getting the ball into the hands of the playmakers for Southview on offense today.
Let's go, Southview!
They're definitely not as sharp as they were in the first half. Gonzalez at quarterback. 2 receivers to each side. Now it's motion. The jet sweep, cuts it up. He's got 5. Nice hit there. Antonio Walton, I believe, with the hit. But a good run finished there by Isaiah Rodriguez. And he picks up about 10 yards to bring up 3rd and 10. That was Michael DiMassimo on the hit, excuse me. Gonzalez up under center. Wishbone look, turn, toss, sweep. That's Haddix. Haddix cuts it up. He's got 5, breaks a tackle. He's going to have a first down. And nobody kept. He makes another move. He spins off and finally brought down. That was a heck of an individual effort there, breaking some tackles by Reggie Wade. And that'll move the Sticks into the red zone. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 5-yard line. Taylor and Wade together in the backfield. Turn. Wade, he took most of the way, so he might as well get the score. 5 yards for number 4, Reggie Wade. In the opening possession of the 3rd quarter. Sees another Southview touchdown. So it is 26 looking for 28. Snap back, throwing for it on the slant, incomplete off Wade's hands. They wanted him to do it all that time. But it's 26-0 for Southview after the initial possession of the 3rd quarter. They took the ball 65 yards to their 4th touchdown of the ball game. So far, if they have a weakness, it's the 2-point conversion where they're 1 of 4. Once again, now we walk it to the 35, where Longfellow will put the ball in play.
Come on, Desmond, let's go. Let me see what their formation is. What are you doing? Let's go, let's get ready.
Ball marked ready for play by the officials, and Longfellow late getting into the huddle. Xavier Malone over the ball, 55. Armando Rivera.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Keeps it for a couple. Or did he? He didn't. Just got the line of scrimmage, no gain. Looked like there might have been some confusion there on the snap. 2nd and 10. 3rd quarter. Trying to keep an eye on the back, judging, see if we can get an indication of how much time we have. He just checked his watch like he's late for his pizza. Longfellow to the line, 2nd and 10. Nope, that's a fumble. That's recovered by Southview, and Southview's going to score Number 21, Robert Gonzalez, the quarterback, picks up a fumble in the backfield. There's a flag. Al Ivy had a penalty. I'm not sure what it's going to be, so we'll hold off on calling it a score. I'm sure it's going to be a turnover. Pushing. It's going to be an illegal block, I think.
Come on. Defense out. Offense in.
I think one of the things they're going to need when they get all sorted, okay, they've got one, is a football. So the teams are switching sides, so it was a penalty on an illegal block just as Gonzalez went in. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Southview. I haven't done it yet. I haven't called him Whittier. At about the 20-yard line. Make it to 15. Corona, the quarterback now. Behind him, Isaiah Rodriguez, 28, the fullback. Takes the snap, toss, sweep. That's Humphreys, Santino Humphreys, number 3. He got about nothing. Corona comes over to get the play for number 20, Raphael Hagler. He's got a touchdown so far today. 26-0, Southview on top of Longfellow here in 8th grade football action. Lorenzo Arona under center for the View. Turn, give to the up man, bouncing it outside is Hagler. Hagler cuts it back, breaks a tackle or two. I think when all is said and done, a lot more is going to be said than done. Gain of about 1, 3rd and 9. Of course, at 26-0, a touchdown now would put us in a running clock situation. 3rd and 9 rather, for Southview. In the gun now, Lorenzo Arona. Turn, tosses it out wide into the ankles of Antonio Rivera. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Southview has yet to turn the ball over on downs or via the turnover. They have, this is their 5th possession. The first 4 all ended in scores. This one comes via the turnover from Longfellow, and it was an apparent touchdown, but there was a penalty behind the play that moved the ball back to the 20. It's at the 19 right now. A lot of different players getting in the ball game on both sides here, which is always good to see. Taylor, though, back in at tailback, takes the toss, bounces it to the outside. David Taylor to the corner. He's got the first down. David Taylor to the end zone for the score. So 32 now for Southview, as from 19 yards, David Taylor with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, and following the extra point will be in a running clock situation. We're at 32 right now.
Isaiah Rodriguez.
Arona has Humphreys and Taylor behind him. Two receivers to the far side, rolling that way, cutting it up is Arona, and he's got the conversion. 34-0. So we are late in the third quarter. It was 20-0 at the half. Southview has kind of taken all the mystery out of things with two scores here in the third quarter. And we are at 34-0.
Let's go. Come on, Reggie, let's go. Bring it into the hunt, Reggie, let's go.
Coach Cody Kea has the team from Longfellow huddled up on the far side, while right in front of us, Coach Torres, Coach Contreras have the guys from Southview huddled up. It's a lot happier meeting over here than it is over there. Referee Ivy calls for the players to take the field. Armando Rivera leads Longfellow out. Well, the defense from Southview takes the field.
Come over here, kid. I need you next time.
Demetrius Bennett is a late addition to the front group for Southview. Longfellow with the ball at the 35. They trail 34-0. Third quarter. And once they snap the ball, we will be having a running clock. Turn. Handoff straight ahead. Nice tackle there. The runner was Mason Davis, and he was kind of rudely treated by Demetrius Bennett, number 63, the nose man for no gain. He just got a handful and kind of rodeoed him to the ground. Substitutions both ways. Levon Chapman and for Longfellow. Julian Henry 3 going out.
Time, Rob, time! Time out? No, time!
Coach is over here asking the referee how much time. There's a toss to Davis. Davis wants to throw. It's picked off by Arona. What a catch. And he's thrown out of bounds at the 25. But what a nice catch by Lorenzo Arona on the deflection. Players from both teams down on the sideline. That looks to be Arona for Southview. Can't get a number of the Longfellow player. But with the score 34-0 in the third quarter, we're going to step away and we'll be back after this timeout.
Hi, my name is Josh Minnick. I'm 17 years old and 11th grade at Lorain High School. I'm a medical assistant student in Lorain High's Career Tech Education program. I took medical terminology and loved it. Then I took anatomy and physiology and loved it. It really fascinates me and I like helping people. It gets quite interesting when you get into the body functions and how it all works. Most of the classes here are pretty great. I found the teachers to be quite good too. One of the best teachers I ever met is Mr. Hudasek. He teaches with a hands-on approach and he's quite good at what he does. This experience has helped me make my career decision. I'm glad I'm in this program because I'm more confident about what I want to do with my life. And it's all thanks to Lorain High's Career Tech Medical Assisting program.
Back here at Longfellow Park, we just had the end of the third quarter as we had a couple players shaken up on a very athletic interception by Lorenzo Arona from Southview. He is one of the injured players. Both players got up and walked off, however, that's always a good thing. Southview on top, 34-0 as we start the fourth quarter. They'll have the ball at the 25-yard line of Longfellow. It's 34-0, so we are in a running clock situation once we put the ball in play. Now taking snaps is number 20. Excuse me, 21. That's a handoff there to Antonio Rivera, who has a couple off the left side. 21 Gonzalez back at quarterback. 28 Isaiah Rodriguez brings the play in. Substitutions for Southview. Antonio Burgett coming out along with 31 Rivera, 43 Scarvelli. Reggie Wade, number 4, goes in. Also coming out, Demetrius Bennett. Nope, he changed his mind. Two receivers to the near side. That's Hagler and Cook. Shotgun formation, snap back, wanting to throw, now running for his life. Getting to the corner, he's going to have a first down, and Robert Gonzalez puts the ball on the ground. And recovered by Longfellow. Number 9, Armando Rivera, the quarterback, picked up the loose ball, but we've got a flag way behind the play. So we've got all kinds of situations. Illegal block against Southview. That'll be declined. The result of the play is a first down. So Longfellow will have the ball a long way from pay dirt in the exchange of turnovers. Let's see where they spot this. It looks to be inside the 5. And it looks to be maybe the 1. Southview out on defense, possessing a 34-0 lead. Running clock situation as we've played one play in the fourth quarter. Referee Ivy starts it. And Longfellow will put it in play in the shadow of the only goal post in the park. Snap back, give, bounce. That's Davis with the run, straight ahead. That ball's on the ground, but they say he was down first. From the side, the referee rushes in. Pretty good gain on first down there by Mason Davis. Looks to be about 5 yards. Once again, nobody's going to have to line up in the end zone this play for Longfellow. Whistle, timeout by the Whittier coaching staff. I think they're just trying to get organized, making sure they have some of the younger guys in and making sure they only have 11 guys in. 34-0. The scoring started in the first quarter. It was David Taylor. First play for Southview was a 33-yard run following a fumble recovery, and it was 6-0. In the second quarter, it was Mr. Taylor on the same play going the other way, 25 yards this time. Reggie Wade ran it in, and it was 14-0. And then just before the half, from 43 yards out, it was Raphael Hagler with a 6-pointer that made it 20-0 as the extra point failed once again. In the third quarter, the first possession, Southview took it 65 yards, and Reggie Wade, from 5 yards out, took it into the end zone, 26-0, conversion no good. And then on 4th and goal from the 19, just a moment ago, the second to last play of the quarter, David Taylor took it in for his third score, and Lorenzo Arona on a keeper converted to make it 34-0. that's where we stand as the teams return to the field from the timeout. Fourth quarter action.
I'm gonna take a lap. Go see. Oh, you're filming. Very nice. I like it. You commentating too?
So Longfellow up to the line. Second and about 5. Snap. Inside play, and it looks like a rugby scrum. Moving the pile forward for at least a couple is number 9, Rivera on the keeper. So it's going to bring up third and about 2. Play comes in from the sidelines. Davis gets them organized. Rivera comes up under center. Davis behind him at fullback. Bad snap conversion there results in a loss as Rivera was able to cover it, but that's about all. And then shooting in was Reggie Wade to take him down behind the line. It's going to bring up fourth and about 5. I think this is the why not down when you're down 34-0. And you're in the fourth quarter and the clock's already ticking. Longfellow up to the line. Lenore now up in front of Davis behind Rivera. Rivera turns, tosses it to Davis. Davis brings it to the near side. It's just not going to go anywhere. It's going to be a turnover on downs, and it looks to be inside the 5. Southview just a little bit too fast on the perimeter for Longfellow. So they spot the ball. That's about the 5. We'll call it the 5 from our low vantage point. It's tough to see lines. Southview comes out on offense. 21, Robert Gonzalez, I would assume will be the quarterback.
To win this game. Oh, everybody gonna tell me.
Southview looks to organize up. Got some different players in at different positions here. Christian Ruiz, number 64, is now in the backfield in the middle of the full eye. Hagler is the back man. Under center is Gonzalez, also back there. It's the wishbone look with Santino Humphreys straight ahead. And just short is Ruiz, 64. Gained a few. He's going to have second and goal. 50 seconds and the clock is running. This could very well be the last play of this ball game. Gonzalez up under center, wishbone formation for Southview. Turn, gives straight ahead again. Into the line and nothing there. And ball spotted. Depending on when they mark the ball for the play, we might not get another play off. Watching that back judge as it's 3rd and goal for Gonzalez, the quarterback. He's now in the gun. Wants to throw it, throws the slant off the hands. 2 receivers in the same area, 27 David Taylor, 28 Isaiah Rodriguez were bumping for that one. And I guess they had the touchdown. I guess I didn't see the signal. That was the conversion. I'm apologetic here as I missed the signal, but that's why we're going back. 64. Ruiz got the touchdown. So make it 40-0. From this vantage point with the players between me and some of the officials, I just couldn't see it. So the conversion was the pass that was no good, 40-0. And out comes Longfellow with the ball at the 35. Ball marked ready to play. Clock is wound. There's Longfellow ready to put it in play. Shotgun formation for Rivera. Snap is late, but he gets it back, but there's nowhere to go with it. He has no chance to get away with Isaiah Rodriguez, number 28. Loss is going to be about 10. See where they put it down. And that'll do it. That's the end of the ball game. With your score, Southview 40, Longfellow nothing. And a very impressive performance for the young gentleman from Southview. As the 2 teams line up in front of us to shake hands. One of the really good traditions at high school sports these days is that display of sportsmanship at the end. So, congratulations to the 8th grade from Southview, and for Bob Schlenbaker, who not only provided the camera work, but the pickup truck that we worked from. And this is Jay Ferguson telling everyone, have a good evening.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.